So, you know whether Irene is coming? Irene is she coming? Okay. Let's wait another minutes and then we'll start. Ciao fratello. Daniel, I don't like this behavior, okay? You can jump and sing and dance around.
Here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Am I allowed to say cazzo?
Yeah. Yeah, for the moment you are. But then when everybody knows what it means, everybody already knows what it means.
It's like hello.
It means hello. How are you? So we start? Okay, Irene will miss. Yeah, Yanis.
Oh, she's coming.
Is she? Okay, yeah, we have to wait for Yanis. Another. So is everybody ready for this Italian class?
Download the thing you sent us?
No, not for the moment. Like,
Not for the moment.
but just have a look at it.
Wow.
Are you gonna give us homework?
Maybe. Yeah, if you, I mean, it's not gonna be compulsory. Here we have also our my assistant. Mr. Davide Falcomata.
How do you say Mr. in Italian?
Signore.
Signore.
Signore. Be quick.
Take the turn.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna learn anything.
Irene says she's late because she's lost in a metro.
What?
Irene says she's lost in a metro, so she's late.
In the metro? But fuck off.
He's kidding. He's coming.
Okay, shall we start?
Yeah.
Okay. Today I wanted to start. How do you do?
Simo, shut up.
Simo, you're gonna be kicked out of this class. Okay, I wanted to start with the alphabet and with the sounds. Okay, shall we stop the music maybe? And with the sounds of Italian, my language. Okay. I will, since I bought these markers, I want to... Where are they?
Can we go all Russian style and like recite everything that you're saying? Please.
Okay, I wanted to talk about the alphabet. In Italian, we say alfabeto. Or better, with an article in front, l'alfabeto. But don't worry about this.
It's not really visible.
It is.
Sí, brilla.
Raise the blood.
I was missing these times.
This is good.
Okay. So, let's start. I mean, the order is the same as in every language, I guess. Did you download the material?
Me? Lezioni or materiale?
If you go to materiale utile, then facile, and you go to page 6.
Which facile?
Facile 0, facile 0. If you go to page 6, you will have all the alphabet. The red one. Yeah. You will have all the alphabet. And I mean,
Facile A0.
yes, that one. Page 6. You can see from the pictures what we're talking about. So we have albero. Then I mean I can just go through it. B, banana. She. cane,
wait.
cane. And here we have the first problem. Why? Because I said chi, but you hear that I'm pronouncing it k.
She?
Cane, cane. It means dog. Okay, cane. Why is that? Because the letter C has it can be pronounced in different ways according to the following letter. Okay. So basically, we pronounce it chi, and it reads chi. And when it's before I or E, we pronounce it ch. But when it's before another vowel, other vowels like A, cane, we pronounce it k. So here it's ch, and here it's k. Okay.
Chi and che and cane.
Yes. Or cocco, the fruit. Or cu. And you already know which word. Okay, like cuculo, which is a bird. Then what else? You get this sound k also in other situations. For example, when you have a H standing in front of the C, to the right of the C, and you pronounce it k. Okay.
Kievo.
Like Kievo, exactly. Like the Yanis.
Ask you, sir.
But you can get the H only between C and I or E. Why that? Because when you see no H, you will pronounce it ch, chi, che. When you see an H, it means that you have to pronounce it ki, ke. So for example, ki, Kievo, or que, like Spanish que. Que cosa fai? What are you doing?
Okay, this is
Yes. Okay. Everything is clear with letter C. Great. Let's move on to the next letter. What's the next letter of the alphabet? Thank you.
His favorite. His favorite.
So you see D, due. You see in the everybody is looking at in the book due, which is the number, like dos, two. I don't know. Yeah. And then we have another vowel E, E. This vowel. Actually, let's do it this way. Then I will go on the vowels once again. E, like in euro, like the money. Then we have F, fuoco. Focus means fire. Then G. G is the same as C. Basically, the letter is this one. We pronounce it G. And it behaves in the same way as C. So, when it stands in front of an I or an E, you have this sound, G. When it stands in front of an A, O, or U, you pronounce it G. I don't know how to
This is G,
read
this
G.
is G.
Yeah, like Ga, Go, Gu. Then, like in C, we have Ge and Gi. When you put an H between the E and the I. Let's move on.
and then you call it G.
We basically, like when you read the alphabet, we say G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
This is like a common. This is like a common construction.
G.
When he has the H, is he?
Gi. Ge and Gi. was the question?
Is this like a common construction that you have GHE or GHI?
Yeah. Like for example in I don't know. Toghe. Davide,
Dodge.
cosa vuol dire toghe? No, toghe means toga is like the dress like of ancient Greek.
So
And this is the plural of the word.
but this is
Toghe.
also pronounced as G and not as G. So it's doggy.
Every time you see an H between a G and an E, you pronounce it with a hard sound.
Okay.
Okay. The same for K, for the C letter. The same for E and I. Same. All the other vowels, all the other three vowels, A, O, U, the sound is always hard. Then, wait a second. I'll do a little note here. Okay, it's ga, go, gu. But, sorry for not going in a proper order, but so H is one of those letters, as we saw, that modifies the sound when it's put between a consonant like C and G and a vowel. Another letter, another vowel that modifies the sound is I, E. And it always interacts with this G, G and C. So, for example, how do you read this, Natasha?
Key.
Exactly. And it means who, by the way. How do you read this, Daniel? Exactly. Now, let's make a try. Everybody knows this word, right?
Ciao.
And you see I put an I here. Because if it were cow, without an I, you would read it cow.
Wow.
So you see the interaction between I, H, and the vowels and consonants. The same is for how do you read this, Vanya? Okay. Okay, let's try to read a word, Yanis.
Gemma.
Thank you. And the same interaction appear with a vowel that without an I would require a hard sound. Read this, Irene, please. Zacca, yes. It means jacket. And Gemma means jam. Okay, so let's go on. The next sound, which is a no sound, is the letter H. We call it H. We do not pronounce this letter. In Italian, you never pronounce this letter. It modifies some sounds, as we saw, but you never pronounce this letter when it's in front of the word. We have a lot of examples, like for example the word hotel in Italian. You write it with a H, but it becomes just hotel. Hotel. Or hamburger, you pronounce it hamburger. And so on and so forth. It's basically it's mostly foreign words. I think there are no Italian rooted words that have a H in front. And what else? And we just pronounce it K. Just remember this is a weird way of saying this, calling this letter. Then we already saw that after H. What do we have, Carla, after H? Yeah. As in Spanish, it's E. I for non-Spanish speakers. And, okay, then E as Italia, Italiano. And then we have the letter L that we call L. L.
You don't have J?
Let's go on the foreign. We call those foreign letters, but we will talk about them later. Okay, L, because like the basic alphabet, we do not take into consideration foreign letters. So L, M, mela, apple. N, naso, nose. O, O. We call it O. O. For example, here we have a number. That Carlita, how do you read the number? Thank you. And then we have P, pane, means bread. We pronounce it P, simply. Quattro, and here we have a weird letter, which is Q. And we call it Q. You can read it also this way. And it's a weird letter because you don't really, you cannot really find it in a lot of words. But for example, we have the word quadro, which means painting. And yeah, let's go on. Then we have the letter R, R. Maybe for some of you it might be a problem to pronounce this because not in all languages we have this sound. It's R. 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 Try that. R. It's okay. Then we have the letter S. S, like in sole. Sole means sun. Then we have U, U for the. No, sorry, I skipped one. T, T. Tavolo, U, uno. V, 20. 20 is a number. And Z, zeta. And then we have the so-called foreign letters that I don't know why we consider it separately, but that's the way we do it. And J we call it either J like in English or ilunga, but only like old people call it ilunga, I think. And then kappa, like the brand, kappa, for kiwi. And like you see also this W, you pronounce it kiwi.
But there are no Italian origin words that have these letters.
No, like the K, you can meet the K letter in some old documents, but like there's the first document from the Italian language that has some K in it. I don't know why, but like that was an old way of writing the words. So now I think no Italian like Latin rooted word has a K in it in Italian. And then we have X, we call it X, xe, and for words like taxi, yogurt, and W, water. Okay. Then I will be very quick with another sound which is very important in the Italian language. It's kind of a hard sound, and it's like in writings, it would appear like this. And it is yeah. 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 And for example, there's a very important, like an article that reads gli Italiani.
Like you.
Yeah, it's like a Russian yeah, like this. It's harder than the Spanish yeah, I think. Kind of hard. And have it in. Gli Italiani means the Italians. Huh? Yeah, let me hear. Yeah, let me hear. Another one is aglio.
Aglio.
Aglio. Aglio. Okay, basically the tongue very pushes against the palate very strongly, like it flattens against the palate. And you, like
Facebook.
can you see it? Like
I can only see
basically
from the
the
front
central, basically the central part of the tongue presses against the palate, and you have yeah. Okay, and I want to hear this sound from everybody.
Aglio.
Simo?
Aglio.
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 Yeah.
Ah, with the L. Aglio.
No, the tongue presses against the palate.
Aglio. Aglio. Oh, yeah. Aglio.
Yeah.
Aglio.
Okay. That was good. Don't be afraid. Okay, that's good. Just try to press the tongue stronger against the palate. Aglio. You should like the tongue should like shift a little bit forward when it's around it. Aglio. Like, as if it was doing this. Like basically, you have the palate. This is your palate. This is your tongue. You should
Lessen the curve.
Aglio. Чеснок.
What?
The
garlic.
Garlic, sorry. Garlic.
I always need that word in English. Like,
Aglio.
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 It's good.
aglio.
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 Which one? A ver,
It's good.
Aglio.
Aglio. Aglio. Aglio. It's good, it's good. Aglio. That's more of an L, but try to push your tongue on the palate. That's better, that's better. Aglio. Aglio. Okay, okay. And then another nasty sound is.
Okay.
GN. GN. We pronounce it gne.
Gnocchi.
That's how we learn Italian.
Gnocchi. Gnocchi is the pasta. No. Coniglio. No, what the fuck? No. Sorry. Coniglio has this.
Spagnolo.
Spagnolo, thank you.
What is that?
Spanish. Spagnolo. Yeah, I think this is easier probably than. Yeah. Try to say. Somebody.
because we have that left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Spanish.
It's like niet.
Exactly. Okay, and these are all basically the sounds we have in Italian. But now I wanted to do a little game.
Oh, this is dramatic.
What?
Now you're gonna be using the lens.
Okay. Basically, we will have to introduce ourselves. And I will just try to explain you give you some expressions that you can use to introduce yourself. So first of all, what do you say when you introduce yourself?
Ciao. Ciao, io sono Janus.
Thank you, Jens. You're a very good student. Well, basically, Yeah, in a very like in informal context, when you're with people the same age as yours, in like non-working context, you introduce yourself. You usually greet other people using ciao. Very simple. Ciao. And then, like, if you want to tell what your name is, say mi chiamo. Mi chiamo. And then we will go on through that. I will explain you why. Mi chiamo. My name is. And it's literally I am cold. No, yeah, I am cold. Mi chiamo. Then you should say your name, usually. Ciao, mi chiamo Andrea. Io mi chiamo Andrea. We usually, it's a bit complex topic this, but we usually do not use pronouns. So you just give the verb. Literally it would be, if you want to include the pronoun, it would be io. Io mi chiamo Andrea. Io. I. Ciao, io mi chiamo Andrea. But you can just, it depends on the context, but we generally do not say it. Mi chiamo Andrea. But maybe when there are a lot of people, for example, I'm saying my name. Ciao, mi chiamo Andrea, tu come ti chiami? And Simo would answer. Ciao, io mi chiamo Simo. Because like to emphasize the fact that he's talking about himself. Okay, and then what else you can say?
Can you also say like io sono or something like that?
Yeah, you can also use the verb being, which is essere. Then we will go through that. And you would, in that case, you would use sono.
Do you need io in this case? Sono io?
No, you can also make it. Ciao, sono Andrea, ciao, mi chiamo Andrea. Tu come ti chiami?
Ciao, io mi chiamo Brian.
La domanda, the question would be tu come ti chiami? Or come ti chiami? Ciao, io mi chiamo Andrea e tu come ti chiami? So we already see that how to kind of conjugate this verb, chiamare. Io mi chiamo, tu ti chiami. And then B would answer, like to express like not pleasure, like the fact that you're happy that you meet someone, like saying nice to meet you, you would say piacere, piacere, which literally means pleasure. Piacere. Piacere, mi chiamo Marco. Ok.
Ciao.
Okay, this is very simple. Like, ciao. Okay, try to read this.
Ciao, mi chiamo Carla. E tu come ti chiami?
Ciao, io mi chiamo Andrea. Piacere.
Piacere.
Yeah, piacere. You can include it either at the beginning or at the end. Probably the end is more natural. Ciao, io mi chiamo Andrea. Molto piacere. Piacere. Molto, it means a lot. Muito prazer.
Muito prazer. Português.
Molto piacere. Okay, have you written this out? Okay, what else can you say? Like, Daniel, what would you say when you meet someone for the first time?
I love you.
information of yourself would you?
I was gonna say something very stupid.
I mean, no, okay, like we are in Erasmus context, what's the first question that would come up to your mind?
Come stai?
Okay,
Io
okay.
sono messicano.
You can also ask that. Come stai? Sto bene. It means, how are you? I'm good. No, but like today, well, so for the purpose of the game, we wanted to do something else. Sorry.
Where are you from?
Huh?
Where are you from?
Dove
Thank
sei?
Where are you from?
Adesso, io
Da dove vieni? Which literally means from where you come. Come, you come.
From where you come, you? We always phrase it.
Vieni is literally the verb venire, which means come, to come. Da dove vieni? Vengo is the answer. Let's put a Q here. And the answer would be vengo. Spagna, da dove vieni?
Vengo di...
Try. Okay. Okay. We use the preposition is di, but then we add an article, like usually like a determinative article. Like no, it's sorry, da. Sorry, it's da. And we put together a preposition and an article. For example, il. But don't think about it now. It's gonna be dal, for example, dal Messico.
But depending on the gender of the country as well.
Yeah. Like this would change according to the gender of the following word. Another example, dal Brasile is also dalla Germania.
Germany is female.
Yes. Dalla Germania. Okay. China? Dalla Cina.
So there's just dal and dalas.
Hmm?
No other...
Another weird thing we do is, for example, dall'Italia, you would an apostrophe would appear. Why this happened? I mean, don't think too much about this now. But this happened because it would end in dalla, but you cannot like it's kind of uncomfortable to pronounce two vowels next to the dall'Italia. So we contract this word and it becomes dall'Italia. What else? What else? You want to know how to say your country? The name of your country?
Dalla Serbia.
Marocco. Dalla Serbia. Esatto. Dal Marocco. You put an A instead of an O. Dalla Spagna. Dal Brasile. Dal Brasile. Like try to usually Italian words end with a vowel. We don't have a lot of words that end with a consonant. And so yeah, usually try to put a vowel.
Is that just for countries or also
For
for cities?
cities, we don't use the article. So basically you say da Berlino, for example, from Berlin, da Città del Messico, Mexico City, da Forlì, my city, da Roma, da Milano, etc. We don't use the article, but we can talk about that later. I mean, don't concentrate too much on whether to put the article or not, when to do it. but generally think of a country as something that's more official, and so you need to put the article in front of it. Okay, what else? What else?
How old are you?
How old are you? Good question.
Ho 25 anni.
Yeah, thank you.
No,
How old are you? How old are you is gonna be quanti anni hai? Quanti anni hai? Which literally means how many years you have. So yeah, we use the verb to have, avere, and you see that here a little nasty letter appears, but you do not pronounce it. You do not pronounce it. It's mute. It's always mute. Quanti anni hai? And the answer would be
Ho 25 anni. This is the only that I know.
ho 25. You can write it number anni. Or
I have.
just
Yeah.
ho 25 anni.
O e sei cap?
Yes. Ho, I have 25 years. We literally say I have 25 years.
So 20 is 20.
20, yeah. And now, I think now we can stop and do this game in which everybody try to interact with one another. I mean, we can do it in couples. So, how many of us? Okay, we're even number, so it's perfect. So, have you written down your what you have to ask?
Sì.
Okay, so please, I will not give you guidelines. If you will need help, show us what you learned. No, 1 second. Let's listen to one couple at a time. Yeah.
Ciao, come ti chiami?
Ciao, io mi chiamo Matteo. Piacere. Tu?
The conjunction is e. And
tu.
e.
E tu come si chiami?
Piacere. Io mi chiamo Yannis. Da dove vieni?
Io vengo dal Brasile. E tu da dove vieni?
Io vengo dalla Germania.
Germania.
Quanti anni hai?
Ho 26 anni. E tu?
Ho 22 anni.
22 anni.
22 anni. Ho 48, non so.
Ah.
Okay.
Grazie.
So, where are the couples? Here. Yeah.
No, ciao.
Oh wait, it's my turn. Everyone hears?
Yeah.
Okay. Ciao.
Ciao. Come ti chiami?
Come ti chiami?
Mi chiamo sì.
What
the hell is that? Quanti anni hai?
Ho 21.
21.
E tu?
E tu quanti anni hai?
Sì,
You can repeat the other question.
Ciao. Mi chiamo Carla e tu? Come ti chiami?
Io mi chiamo Irene.
Molto piacere. Da dove vieni?
Vengo da Barcellona. Sì? No, come si dice? E tu? Da dove vieni?
Vengo dal Messico. Quanti anni hai?
Ho 21 anni.
21 anni.
21. E tu?
No, 22 anni.
Perfect.
Ciao, mi chiamo Pani. E tu come ti chiami?
Piacere, mi chiamo Dasha. Mi chiamo Dasha.
Piacere.
Da dove vieni?
Vengo dal Messico. E tu da dove vieni?
Da dove? Della Serbia.
Quanti anni hai?
Ho 25 anni. E tu? E tu?
Ho 22.
22.
22 anni.
Ciao, come stai?
Sto bene.
Sto bene. Ciao, io mi chiamo Brian. E tu come ti chiami?
Piacere, mi chiamo Daniele.
Da dove vieni?
Da dove vieni?
Da dove vieni?
Vengo dal Messico. E tu da dove vieni?
Vengo da Cina.
Dalla Cina.
Dalla Cina.
Perfetto.
Quanti anni? How old are you?
Quanti anni hai?
Quanti anni hai?
Ho 21 anni.
How do you say anni? 23 years.
Ho 23 anni. 23 anni.
Ho 23 anni.
Now we will go through the numbers. Like when you say piacere, the other person can answer piacere mio. The pleasure is mine. Piacere mio.
Ho sole mie. Sono bellissimo.
Okay, the last couple.
Ok, ciao, mi chiamo Carla. E tu come ti chiami?
Ciao, mi chiamo Regina.
Piacere mio. Da dove vieni?
Vengo dal Messico.
You could answer anch'io vengo dal Messico.
Anch'io vengo dal
Anch'io vengo dal Messico.
Anch'io.
How do you write it?
Let me. Anch'io vengo dal Messico. Let me write it down.
You need the same.
Like it would literally be anche io, but we do the same as in other cases and put an apostrophe. Anch'io.
What is it?
Me too. Yo también. So,
Anch'io vengo dal Messico. Quanto anni hai?
Ho 20 anni.
Anch'io. Anch'io
Perfetto.
ho 21 anni.
ottimo, ottimo. Okay. Now, I want to just make you notice something. Another important thing of the Italian phonetics, of the Italian sounds, is that we have the double sounds. And these are very important because you meet this kind of sounds in Italian all the time. Like for example, and you can distinguish words according to those, whether the sounds is doubled or not. Like for example, the word anni. This is a double sound. Anni. This is the plural, and the singular would be anno. It's very important because, I mean, this is a bit strange, but the word hanno means butthole. And so be careful because
Quanti anni?
you should be like, it's very important to distinguish these two words, hanno and hanno.
Quanti anno hai?
Should be careful.
It's Ani.
Ani.
Anni, anno, anno, anni.
Hanno, hanno.
No, but Ani is means multiple buttholes.
It's very important.
Or another word that maybe is more normal and more appropriate for carro, which is carriage, and caro, which means dear, darling.
What is the difference between
This carriage, like where you put, I don't know, those that were using in the Middle Ages to carry stuff is carriage, right?
Like people?
Yeah, wagon, sorry.
wagon.
Wagon, cart, wagon. And
But it's not used for car.
Where the princess go?
huh?
No, wagon.
That would be carrozza.
Ah, okay.
So here it's very important to distinguish. Okay, let's try. Carlo. Try to read these two words.
Trarre il mio carro.
Carro.
Come in spagnolo?
Wait, I have to.
Con pero che per.
No difference.
Of course there's difference. Carro. You don't hear the
Yeah.
difference.
When you say it, no.
Faro. Faro.
Yeah, but
What does it mean?
This is a lighthouse.
It's important.
Always important.
Farro is like hullet wheat, like it's a cereal. It's kind of wheat. I don't know. I'm looking for a translation. It says hullet wheat, spelled
Which way?
Which?
hullet. Hullet wheat. Yeah. It's a cereal. No, wheat.
It's not so
WHEAT.
important for our survival.
Yeah. I well, I will just write down the translation I found. It's not that important. It's basically a cereal. Farro, farro.
I just wanted to say it so comfortable as you can with your call.
Okay.
Espelta.
So,
¿Sabes qué es eso?
can you read these words for me?
Carro.
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 Es esta, mira.
Carro.
What is the first?
Farro.
¿Cómo se llama?
Farro.
What is
Farro.
farro?
Farro.
I cannot.
Thank you. Right. What?
What is farro?
Hullet wheat. I don't know what is that.
It's like Italian language.
We don't even know the word in Spanish.
Yes, it's similar to Griechka.
What?
Griechka.
It's just a type of...
Wheat.
A cereal. It's a cereal.
cereal. Pero there are exercises you can do to
Right.
I don't know the word.
make the sound.
Yeah.
Right.
Espelta.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Try to read this one. Maybe for you this is very difficult.
Close the window. Close the window.
Okay, guys.
Close it.
Let's take a break. A 10 minutes break.
Let's get wasted.
10, 15.
We go for what?
How long do we have afterwards?
Huh?
Let's go for the.
Another half an hour.
And also one question.
Yeah.
How often will they be?
I think we can do it once a week or
Every day.
Quarantine or twice?
I can be done with board. I can Italian class.
I would, yeah.
Nobody is
No, but I mean, of course you have to
Yeah, I also have to prepare
prepare,
the
so
classes.
that's I mean,
But if you would like, I could try to
it's
maybe a little bit shorter, but for 2 hours, like 2 times, twice a week.
that would be no, your schedule.
I would assist it.
Okay.
Not for that.
Now I have to help Simo.
Yeah. Special classes. No. I'm changing.
Take a break. Mi chiamo Yannis.
Ciao.
E tu come ti chiami?
Mi chiamo Matteo. Could we do it by Zoom?
It's better than your Russian class.
We should do it by Zoom. Just put up the green screen.
Yeah, I've been missing that.
How you guys can pronounce this?
Farro.
Farro. Farro.
Farro.
Farro.
Cazzo.
Farro.
Put your tongue like in the tip of your mouth, like.
Trust me, I can't.
No, I think
Yeah, it's all about
like
practice.
if you go to a logopedic, you can probably find ways to teach you.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost between, like right behind your teeth, like.
Like you press like
So my Russian.
press it against your yeah, behind it.
When the air comes out, like kind of like make it like.
Tip of your tongue.
So,
Kind of like make the air like.
My Russian teacher also teaching me how to learn, but for half a year.
Yeah, but you're doing it with your throat.
It's all about the tongue. It's all about the tongue.
Tip of your tongue.
It's all about the air coming out here.
che hanno.
And then you
mean the one without one? No.
Yeah, it was close.
Why? Because you said it's close. You say that in
When
the
somebody is rude
But it should be like.
awful,
No, we don't say that.
Really press it
You
against
say that in
and
Serbian?
then
Really?
yeah.
How's that? Shupa.
somebody like super rude
Yeah, we would say che pezzo di merda. Means literally what a piece of shit.
Yeah. It's almost
But you're getting closer to it.
like
I mean, it's already.
pedazo
Yes, it's about the tip.
de
This is the sound you're making with your throat. Like this.
You're doing.
So you pronounce it with the tone.
You do it,
Yeah, with the tip of the tongue.
tip of the tongue against your.
Okay. I don't know how to write.
No, it's right. Like, I feel like here as well. Like you're like.
Pezzo
Exactly.
di merda.
And in Chinese, we really don't have this
Okay.
pronouncing.
Thank
Nice.
We would probably be as awful in pronouncing like Chinese words.
Also, in Chinese, it's hard for you to pronounce. Right?
Definitely.
Well, how's it going?
Pretty well. It's very similar to like
Yeah.
with Portuguese, Spanish, and a bit of French. It really is like
Yeah.
We have LHE, which is like le.
Yeah.
Same with German.
Exactly.
Very similar. So let's get some beer for the second half, right?
Do you give us a certificate
No,
afterwards? Like
Italian-
a
Italian
Italian
say-
proficient certificate. Certificate.
Italians say English, speak English has very strong accent. Right?
In our language.
Italian.
Welcome to Italy.
Welcome to Italy.
Welcome to Italy.
But it's nice because you mentioned that so many of your words end in vowels, and it's you can really see it in the accent of the vocabularies, because they always pull up a little bit when I say.
Spaghetti.
Don't worry.
Italian. Spaghetti.
This is also how it sounds. Like if you hear Italian speech, like it stands out that a lot of words are ending on vowels. Mamalle, patelle, cotolle. So this is how it sounds to somebody that doesn't speak the language.
Yeah, I think it's actually I think that I have
That's the
really.
same English accent.
every word except from some
That was,
articles, some conjunctions.
Certo.
It's like a very distinctive characteristic of
Cazzo.
Italian.
Cazzo.
Is this sound is just for 1, 2 sets?
Two sets. Zs. Cazzo.
And for 1?
No. Lazo. Lazo is the like the one that Calvin uses. Lazo or. There are not a lot of words with only one Z in between vowels. Like you would have, for example,
No. I'm not very old.
Almost 50, I think.
you would have like, for example, Zorro.
No, he's not. He's like between 40 and
Well,
50.
you know what? In China, the
You know,
60 years
the character.
Zorro.
Zorro, Zoccolo.
Zorro is it something specifically in Italian or is it just
No, the character.
Yeah, okay.
Zoccolo is like flip-flop,
Yeah, he's 50.
but like made of some hard material, like
He will be 50. He
like
was
with
50 in March.
high, kind of high.
50.
How to say it?
Yes. You don't like him?
Yeah, exactly.
You like
What?
In Spanish I think it's suela.
Suela, yeah. Suola. Suola in Italiano.
I'm trying to find some documents. But I wrote to the professor that said like,
I feel like Italian is like these with more steps. Like the word suola.
Yeah.
Some people just wrote to the professor saying because of coronavirus I missed my country and so I papers like
We have 3 more minutes, right?
and
Yeah, but I think you're
people
gonna
are
have
saying like
it.
because of coronavirus people of my country I think French back I decided to stay. But because of his decision, I'd like to follow some procedures and stuff.
No, it's gonna be another
So
30
I
minutes.
lost time.
Yeah, we're gonna read some text.
Like,
Let's see if I respect it.
we can postpone.
I will give you some grammar now, and then we're gonna read some text.
Now I didn't write this one should be nice to meet
But
you.
I have like
Piacere di conoscerti.
2 days I will finish.
You need
Yeah,
wine.
I will read
You want some more?
no, thank you.
Yo.
We got something to do for the quarantine. I'm gonna read this.
Vale, that's
It's nice to meet you.
son dulces
Piacere.
Piacere di
Conoscere. Another sound we should do.
conoscere.
O sea, es dulce, lo rojo es dulce y el centro es salado. You want more?
And then
Do you want
No, thanks.
really?
I will be in the gym.
Yeah?
That's you.
Yeah, it's very
You
good.
don't promise.
Yeah, I'm from Mexico.
What state are you?
But there are
La Paz.
interesting like
La Paz.
You from the
antagonism between the
I'm from the
my
11th biggest
Not of Mexico City.
Yeah. And at the same time, someone seemed just like, okay, we can want that, but he doesn't want to be the person saying that. Yeah, exactly.
I think we
So
are
just waiting to
8.
make others
I think we are 8.
Now there's more Mexicans
These are like Italian reading of.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
¿Hay más mexicanos?
Russian and Russians are not like
No, o sea, digo, ¿cuántos mexicanos hay en este grupo?
Is there any other nationality that has like
coronavirus?
8 people. Chinese.
Oh yeah, the Chinese and the Vietnamese.
Did Vietnamese people left that they were back from the airport? They
Back
left.
from airport.
Yeah, but did they left again?
Putin is not.
No idea. I remember last time the Thai and was
No,
like,
they didn't
cancel.
left.
You didn't leave?
They're my neighbors.
My roommate,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's okay.
She's here.
What?
But he tried.
No, I
No.
didn't. One, at least one
You
day.
can change the room.
I asked.
Simon, change.
Yeah.
Because I asked like 2 days ago.
Yeah, yeah.
they said I could-
Yeah, he had the same day that you asked. We meet when we met downstairs. Simon and Simon changed the day. I don't know, but now he left. Andrea, and Simon changed the room.
I think he wants to do it now.
Where?
He's gonna ask to Galina.
He's like a warning.
But Galina is on there.
French or
Why do you want
light.
to change another floor or change the only change the room?
Only change the room.
You want to leave alone or you want to leave with?
He wants to leave alone.
What did he just ask or did he give an excuse?
Okay.
This is no excuse.
Ask him.
No, but since
Because when I did, I mean the day we met, I wasn't able to ask. I asked the following day and they said no. They said that they wanted to have like spare rooms free and stuff like that.
Now I understand. This is China.
You want to go to the Galina?
You?
No, to the Baltica.
She's here?
I don't know.
Simon, did you get a new room then? Yeah. Oh, you have to tell me how you did it.
So, we know how about
Ich
like
habe,
or
ich habe 6
Well,
Monate.
Which is the front room?
Gelernt.
Hey, did they answer how you sent it already?
No, we have to sell it.
Aber,
Oh, we have to rent that guy.
aber,
When you asked, did you just
Yes.
ask for a room or did you have to
Ich
make
just said it was that.
verlässt,
Oh no, yeah, because do you have a paper system?
forget.
Just
Oh yeah, so you have like paper and stuff.
Aber ganz. Okay, maybe I understand like Reverend speak. Aber besser. Gut, better. Ganz. Keiner. Ich weiß nicht Deutsch.
Volkswagen.
I remember that.
Jetzt weiß ich Deutsch.
And some German.
Yeah. Someone you can teach us German. Someone can teach us Spanish. I mean for free.
Carla is funny, so I'm not sure.
We can do that.
After like first Italian, then German. That's it.
Your next maker.
Yeah.
Maker.
I wanted to promote
Your prime minister.
Merkel.
Maker. Your next maker.
I'm the next guy.
You need to do a lot of operations, and I have to.
Okay, it's continuing. Scusi.
Right, Carla? I need somebody to share my message.
Studare.
remember?
Domani.
Yeah.
I won't change the room.
Seguro está bien, pero probablemente no.
Yeah, 2 days
So-
actually was great.
Maybe you want to change the room.
Oh, you wrote more.
I can work.
Hello. So, dopo la pausa, after the break, we can go on. I forgot something to tell you something, actually. It's a very important thing. It's the sh sound. Sh. So you find it in different words, like for example, scienza. Science. In science. Scegliere. Choose, to choose. Lasciare. To leave.
Lasciami fare.
To what?
To leave. And like I wrote down where, in which occasions you would pronounce that sound that way. This sound. So sce, like in scegliere. Sci, like in sci, which means ski. The ones you use to ski.
Scegliere.
Skis.
How do you write it?
What is scegliere?
ES.
Ah, sì, sì.
Yeah.
That's kind.
Sì.
I think it's skis.
It's just with two.
Yeah, it's skis like that.
That's to ski.
Oh, that's to ski.
To ski.
The skis.
Yeah,
But
but-
not
No, it was
No,
fine.
pedestrian.
No, one eye.
Okay, skis.
Don't
It doesn't
pretend
have
you're
an E,
more
it doesn't have an
professional.
E. It doesn't have an E. Just ski.
Okay.
I think it's without an E.
Yeah, exactly.
What is lasciare?
Like that.
No, the ones you use to ski.
Yeah, yeah. The skis.
Andrea, what is lasciare?
Leave. Sci means literally skis. Or scivolo, which means like slow. Scie, I mean, we don't pronounce the E, the I in between. Shit, but you have to read it. There are some rules here. I mean, there are not really some rules, but there are some words you have to remember where you have to put that I. It's just grammar. It's just orthography. Scienza, science. We will go through that. I mean, I think now is not the moment to talk about it. Then sho, sha, shu. Without an I, you will read it. No, without an I. No, without an I.
Without an I.
Sko.
Ah, sko.
Sko, ska, sku, without the I, with the I, sho, sha, shu. She, she, she. I mean, you have that.
That's almost Chinese.
When we have an I, it's sk.
Where, do you mean here?
Yeah.
Below?
It's ko.
Sho with the I is sho.
Sho. Without I is ko.
Scusi.
Sho, sko.
Okay.
Same for the others. Sha, without the I, ska. Shu, sku. Okay. I think we talked almost about all these sounds. Italian. Then I want to talk to you about two verbs which are very important. The verb avere, which is to have. This verb is very important because we use it a lot with other verbs, like as a, what do you call it? Like for
Auxiliary.
yeah, like an auxiliary. Like for example, ho bevuto, ho fatto, ho mangiato, etc. I mean, there are different conjugations. We will go through that in the future. But for example, one of the pasts we have is ho mangiato, means I've eaten, I ate. So, how do you conjugate him? Io ho, tu hai, lui, lei, ha. Noi, abbiamo,
So this, you drop the H.
yeah. Voi avete, also here you drop the H. Avete. Loro, and here the H appears again. Hanno. But as I said, you write the H, but you don't have to pronounce it. You do not pronounce it, and it means I have. Like, and as we saw, we use it for example, to say your age.
Which one of the Louis and Lay is male and female?
Okay, sorry. This is he. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And, she. Thank you. Yeah, vivo per lei.
Is that O or E?
Which one?
Everyone, yeah, O or
Oh.
O.
Yeah, noi.
You don't have it.
No, we don't have a neutral pronoun. We don't have a neutral pronoun.
Yeah, no.
Like everything has a gender in Italian. Il tavolo, the table. La tazza, the mug. La sedia, the chair.
But how do you speak about something or someone who don't have, like, origin of a gender?
Tell me an example. Like a person? You mean a person?
Yeah, like, is,
Like
I mean,
this.
everything has a grammatical gender. In the language, you use you express the grammar through the language. Then, like, there are cases, for example, in which we are trying to transition to a more, let's say, non-sexist way of speaking. For example, in Italian, mayor, the word mayor is sindaco. Sindaco is mayor, and now people have been lately trying to use the feminine for women and the masculine for men, but before everybody would use sindaco also for a woman. Now we try to use sindaca Maria something, sindaco Marco something else, and the same for other words. I don't know, dottore means doctor. The feminine would be dottoressa, but there's no real reason why it's dottoressa because the E at the end of the word in Italian doesn't really express any gender. So you could say dottore Anna, whatever. But this is like a very high level of language usage, so I don't think you should concentrate on it. But generally, everything is a gender. Everything is a gender, either masculine or feminine in Italian. You can see. Okay. So everything's clear here. With the pronouns also. Io, tu, lui, he, lei, she, noi, we, voi, you, loro, they. Actually, we also use, these two versions, these two here, are very colloquial. In the sense that to express a more formal way of speaking, you can also say egli for lui, or ella for lei. And for loro, you can say also essi. But it's actually something that we learn at primary school, but then in the real life you always use lui, lei, loro, and maybe sometimes in writings you can use this more formal version of the pronouns. But generally it's lui, lei, loro.
How do we read that? He?
Egli. It's the sound we egli, ella, and essi. But remember, it's a more more formal way of you would use it in writings, and you need to know that because maybe you will come across these pronouns.
What is S?
Loro, they. And this is the okay. Can you read the verb to have for me?
Me?
Yes.
Io no. What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, just read it.
okay. Io no. Io. Tu hai. Lui, lei ha. Noi abbiamo. Voi avete. Loro hanno.
Brian, can you try to read it?
Io no.
You all is a H.
Io no.
You all.
Io. Tu.
I.
Tu hai. Lui hai. Lei hai.
A.
Noi
Abbiamo.
Voi avete.
Yes.
Loro hanno.
Very good. Thanks. Okay, let's go on with the verb to be. Essere. Okay, like another little note for the verb to have. You usually use it to express possession. Like, io ho un gatto, I have a cat. Io ho una macchina, I have a car. Or in other cases, like to express, as we said, age. Ho 5 anni, ho 10 anni, ho 20 anni, etc. Or to, as an auxiliary verb, like ho mangiato, I ate. Ho comprato, I bought. So on and so forth. And then, verb to be. Essere. This is very irregular. Io sono. Tu sei. Lui, lei è. Noi siamo. Voi siete. Loro sono. And here you see that io e loro have the same verb conjugation for the verb be, only for this verb. Io sono, tu sei, lui, lei è, noi siamo, voi siete, loro sono. A small note also on the accent. I mean, like in French, there are, I don't know how many accents. Why do you have so many accents? But generally, there are two ways of pronouncing, like in the vowels. Small. Okay, we have a, e, I, o, u. But these and this vowel can be pronounced in two different ways, according to the accent you put on it. Let's say, accento grave, it's called. E, accento acuto. The same for O, which is O, or O. O. Like here,
how did you distinguish it?
Look at my mouth. It's wide open. You pull your mouth a little bit, like the edges of your mouth behind. O. You close it. Vanya. Try to keep your tongue a little bit behind in the mouth.
Exactly.
Try to keep it wide open when you say this. Better.
Ho.
Okay.
Ho.
Good, good. Like for example, we saw the verb to have. Io ho. It's this one. Ho.
Oh.
Or the conjunction. Ho. Pane. Bianco o nero. Black or white. Bianco. White. Sorry. White. Nero. Black. Black. Bianco o nero. O.
So you accentuate on writing, or is it just remembering the...
1 second. In the verb. Yeah, here. The verb to be. Lui è. He is. She is. E is a conjunction. And. Pane e marmellata. Bread and jam. Pane e marmellata.
But in written, like in written language, do you actually put them, or you just have to remember like how you pronounce it?
We put the accent only when the accent is on the last vowel, on the last syllable. Or in all the other cases, we don't put any accent. You will never see an accent in the middle of a word. Like sometimes, but it's like very weird cases in which you don't really need to know about. And so that you will see an accent only at the end of the word, on the very last vowel, on the very last syllable. But we actually, when we learn how to write in primary school, we do not really distinguish between these two, the hard one and the soft one. So you will see, for example, the word why and because is perché. And we just put this weird sign. We don't really, like it should be perché, the soft one, perché. Like this is a rule, but people would pronounce it also in perché, but perché. But we just put this sign. We don't really distinguish. When you write on the keyboard, of course, you will have to put either the soft one, the one going to the right, up right, or the one going to up left. For example, like this is a. You will, like in the keyboard, it will be a. But when you write, it's okay to write it this way. But it's not really. I mean, this is the general.
So the one without accent, what's the sound?
E generally. When it's not when it's not stressed, it's e. Yeah. Okay. This is also important actually. When one of these two is stressed, it cannot. No, wait. No, that's not true. No, sorry. Okay, no, the true thing is that when they are not stressed, they can only be like this one. When they're not stressed, you cannot say perché. You say perché or perché. But the unstressed one will never be the strong accent. Will never have the strong accent.
It is the same verb for being, like to be somehow or to be somewhere.
Thank you for the question. Yeah. Yes, we. Let's say this. Okay. You can say. Io sono in Italia. I'm in Italy. It means I'm located in Italy. Io sono in Italia. Or io sono al bar. Al bar. Sorry. I'm at the bar. Very. I mean now we don't go to bars anymore. Sono al dormitorio. I'm at the dorm. Sono a casa. Sono a casa. Sono a lavoro. I'm working. I'm at work. Sono a scuola. I'm at school. Sono all'ospedale. I'm at the hospital. And so on. So yeah, it can express location of the person.
In Italia.
Sono in Italia. It means I'm in Italy now. But a weird thing is that in Italy we have different dialects, and like we speak in different ways according to where you are. And for example, in the southern part of Italy, now it's not very important, like just so that you know, they would use a lot also the verb stare, estar. Like it can be translated as be located in, be located at, or be in some position, or feel being in some kind of like mental condition or physical condition. Io sto in Italia, sto al bar, but it's very colloquial. Like the standard Italian would require you to use the verb to be in this case.
You don't have the same distinction as in Spanish that if you would say sono bene, does it mean I am good in general, or does it mean like at this specific moment I am good?
I feel good.
No, we don't have this strong distinction. We don't have this. Let's say that in some cases you have to use the verb stare. In other cases you have to use the verb essere. Like for example, sto bene. You would never say sono bene. I'm good. Sto bene. In this moment I'm good. Sono Andrea. Sono Italiano.
I'm good at something.
Sono bravo. You would use another verb. Like sono capace. So fare. Sono bellissimo. Yeah, like to describe the physical appearance, you would use the verb to be. Sono riccio. Yes.
Oh my god!
It means I'm curry. Sono riccio.
You're not
You're right!
Do you want to teach us the past
He was so shocked!
Ero riccio. Ero riccio. But like to express location, you would use the verb to be. But as I said, maybe like Monica, for example, would say also sto a casa, because they don't speak real Italian. No, I'm joking. And like to express your feeling, like sto bene, but not always, because you will say sono felice, I'm happy. Sono triste, I'm sad.
What's happy?
Felice. Yeah, so, okay, let's go through this in the next class, so I will prepare some more specific material about the verb, like about stare and essere. But now I wanted to give you some more grammar, and then we will, what time is it?
8:34.
Do you have some more time?
No, we have
We are
All these appointments, right?
I had a meeting.
Okay. Can you open the window? Is it okay? Is it okay to open the window?
Yes, thank you. No.
And okay, in Italian, the verbs have 3 kinds of endings: are, ere, ire. And for regular verbs, every endings has a different conjugation. Okay. For example, mangiare, io mangio, tu mangi, lui mangia. Don't worry. Ere, sedere, io siedo, tu siedi, lui siede. Ire, dormire, io dormo, tu dormi, lui dorme. That's not important, you don't have to memorize this. Because now, and then there are other weird conjugations, like for example for the verb porre, which is to put. Por. But anyways, I want you to go through the conjugations of verbs, regular verbs ending in are. Okay, okay, let's go through the most simple verb that you will use a lot of time. Mangiare.
Mangiare la pasta.
Mangiare la pasta. To eat. Ok, so io mangio. Tu mangi. Lui, lei mangia. Noi mangiamo. Voi mangiate. Loro. Loro, Yanis?
Mangiano.
Yeah, mangiano. Loro mangiano. Dasha. Please read this to us.
Io mangio, tu mangi, lui lei mangia, noi mangiamo, voi mangiate, loro mangiano.
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 That's different.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, the accent is like in the first three. Mangio, mangi, mangia, mangiano. And then as you saw also for the verb to be and for the verb to have, these two are kind of irregular. They always behave in some weird ways. And so we have mangiamo, mangiate. And, well, you use this verb when you want to say that you... Io mangio la pasta, io mangio il riso, rice, mangio la pizza, mangio i biscotti, biscuits, mangio il pane, bread, il panettone. What else can you eat?
But you always have that you for like gender,
Which
like
one?
articles.
Yeah, articles are another different, like, weird. We have a lot of articles. We have like determinative and undeterminative articles. And so, you want to see articles now, or isn't it too much information?
What is article?
Articles is something that come on.
Please, coriander.
Okay, just let's go through another verb, very, very fast. Yeah, it's the verb that we saw before for like to present yourself. It's chiamarsi. So we have chiamarsi. It's reflexive, and it's literally chiamare si. Call yourself. And in this case, it's to be named. Chiamarsi. What happens here is that we put a small preposition in front of the verb, between the subject and the verb, let's say. And so we will have io, mi, as we said, mi chiamo. Tu, Vania? Ti. Chiami. Lui, lei, Regina? Si chiama. Noi. Have a guess, Carlita.
Me.
Ci. It's ci. Ci. Ci chiamiamo. Noi ci chiamiamo. Voi, Matteus?
Vi?
Exactly. Vi chiamate. Loro? Loro? Si chiamano. As once again, mi chiamo, ti chiami, lui si chiama, noi ci chiamiamo, voi vi chiamate, loro si chiamano. The accent is moved. And be careful here because in here you drop the I. You drop the I. Voi vi chiamate. Chiamate without the I. Noi ci chiamiamo. And also be careful with when you see two vowels nearby, because sometimes you get like one sound. It's only one sound. Like noi ci chiamiamo. Ci chiamiamo. No, noi ci chiamiamo. Ci chiamiamo.
Chiamano.
You want to read it?
Io mi chiamo. Tu ti chiami. Lei si chiama. Noi ci chiamiamo.
Exactly.
Voi vi chiamate e loro si chiamano.
Perfect. Okay. So one last, just a summary of the greetings and the way. So the greetings we. Greetings. The verb to greet in Italian is salutare. Salutare, it's the same conjugation. Salutare. Io saluto, tu saluti, etc. Egli saluta, lui saluta, noi salutiamo, voi salutate e si salutano. Let's put it here. Salutare, salutarsi. So what we went through are very like informal expressions, colloquial expressions like ciao. Ciao is a very colloquial expression. And when you go away, when you met somebody, like when you meet somebody, you say ciao, ciao Simo. And when you leave, you would say ciao again or ci vediamo. We will see each other. A dopo. See you later. A presto. See you soon. When you arrive. When you leave. Ciao, once again. Ci vediamo. Presto, see you soon. A dopo, see you later.
Vediamo?
Ci vediamo.
Ci vediamo.
It's like we will see, literally. We will see each other. Literally, we will see each other. We will see each other.
Like soon?
You can also, like, you can mix them. You can mix them, like, say, ci vediamo presto, ci vediamo dopo.
You can't mix the presto e dopo. It's a presto e dopo.
No, you can say a presto dopo.
What is it dopo?
And when, very important, when you close a phone call, you have to say ciao 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 ciao. Ciao.
Alligator.
Ok.
Andrea.
A dopo.
A presto, dopo, ci vediamo.
A dopo is?
See you later. I mean, literally, yeah.
Yeah,
See you later.
these three are same or similar?
Yeah, they're similar. You can use them like in like colloquial, like we were talking about, like when you're with friends or with people you know.
A presto?
A presto, see you soon.
A presto.
A presto.
We can say ci vediamo dopo.
Ci vediamo dopo. Ci vediamo presto. Ci vediamo dopo is more natural. Let's say.
Ci vediamo dopo.
Ci vediamo fra poco. A fra poco, another one. A fra poco. It's also see you later, see you soon, see you in a while. A fra poco. They say when, like for example, when they are like in a TV show, when the ads come in, they always say a fra poco.
¿Qué es a poco?
Like see you soon, see you in a while, see you in a bit.
Afla? What is this?
Fra.
Ah.
Fra. A fra poco. Fra literally means in.
Oh.
In a, like temporarily in some time. And then these are like the colloquial. And then we have the more formal ones. What time is it?
8:45.
Okay. Formal greetings can be buongiorno. Actually, buongiorno, you can say it also to your family, to your friends, the first time you meet them during the day. Otherwise, it's something that we use when we meet, I don't know, like our boss, a person we don't know that's older than us, or it's like a colleague we never met. You would say buongiorno. You would say buongiorno to the professor at the uni or at school. And yeah, basically in formal context, you will always use buongiorno. Buongiorno.
It's one word?
Yeah, it's one word. Buongiorno. I mean, it's like literally, you can separate it, like mentally you can separate it, but we write it in one word. It means good day. Buono, buona,
Good morning also.
good. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, no, like literally it means good day, but you say as good morning or good afternoon, because we don't say buon pomeriggio. I mean, buon pomeriggio is literally good afternoon, but you don't really say it. You would hear it on the television, for example. You would hear it. I mean, it's very unnatural to see. If I say that also to a professor, very unnatural, like, in my opinion, like buon pomeriggio.
What do you have?
But you hear it on the TV. Buon pomeriggio. I will write it down for you. And pomeriggio is after midday. Afternoon. But it's something you will hear only on television, seriously. And then, when the night comes, you will say, buonasera. And oh, Ellen, yeah, also this one is very, very formal. I mean, the only one that you would use also with your family or friends is buongiorno, because you would say that it's the first greeting in the morning. All the others are very formal, like buonasera, you would say it to someone in a formal context after, let's say, 6 or 7 p.m. So, buonasera. And another one that's actually, it looks formal, but it's not. It should actually appear here, is buonanotte.
But it's also appropriate to say in a formal setting.
Yeah. But just, I think that in a formal setting you don't really have, or you almost never have the occasion of saying to someone buonanotte, because you usually spend more time with people you know, like later in the night, so it's more common to say just in a colloquial context. Buonanotte, good night, have a good night.
It's no space in between. So
No, you read it in one word. Actually, also, sorry, I actually also want to say buon pomeriggio, no, because sorry. Buon sermon. Yeah. I think you can meet, like, it's probably written both ways, but generally the fixed expression is one word. And another formal that you use only in a formal context greeting is salve. Salve. Exactly. Salve.
But salve is for the Bible.
No, this is only for when you arrive.
As a Roman.
Yeah, it's very formal. Like you wouldn't use it with a friend.
the Roman Empire.
Alright.
So can we sing an Italian song now?
Only with the words origine.
Arrivederci. And arrivederci literally means like, goodbye. So it's formal, and when you leave, it's something that you use when you leave.
Also very formal.
Yeah, it's formal, yeah.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. It literally means to the next time we will see each other. No, it means that. Let's hope we will see each other or something. Arrivederci, salve, arrivederci. Yeah, these are the main way of greeting someone. And then there are, of course, like a lot of colloquialisms that you use with friends. Like, for example, there's a word, I mean, this is just curiosity, it's not really important. Like, we use the word bella, which means beautiful. And you would use it only with friends, and probably not in all Italy they use this. No, it's not written, it's like bella, come stai? And it's actually kind of I don't know, maybe for stoners. Bella vecchio. Literally means like beautiful old man. Yeah. Or I don't know. We, another way like we. Either like just we.
What?
We.
What's that?
It's high.
Where?
Also we say a. I mean.
We go to the H. It's like hey.
The H is in between. A or we. O. You can also just address someone with o.
Oh, vecchio, che cazzo fai?
Oh, exactly. And yeah, I mean, I wanted to finish off with a small reading. Or do you have the energy to do that?
Yes.
Jesus.
Che pezzo di merda.
To me? Okay, so if you go on the folder Italiano per superstiti, do you know what Italiano per superstiti means? It means Italian for survivors.
Where is it, lezioni or in materiale utile?
It's in materiale utile. No, so I was joking. It's in lezioni. The only folder you have. And lettura, reading. Okay, now we have a very short text. My idea is all of you read just like 5 or 6 words, something like this. So, Matthäus, you want to start?
I'm still opening, but yes. Yeah.
Which page?
No, it's you have to go to the folder lezioni.
La mia famiglia.
Go back. Lezioni, yes. This one is
Lettura. Lettura.
Lettura.
Lettura.
So, whoa. Who wants to read? Matthäus, you want to read, right?
Until like.
Okay, just until padre. Read the title also.
La mia famiglia, my family. Buongiorno, oggi vi presento la mia famiglia. Lo sono il padre.
Io.
Ah, io sono il padre.
Okay.
Mi chiamo Gennaro. Ho 37 anni e lavoro come scrittore e giornalista da quando avevo 20 anni.
Okay. Brian?
Mia moglie si chiama Antonio.
Antonella.
Ha 35 anni ed è una splendida
Attrice
di teatro.
Daniel, you want to go on? We will go on with another text if we finish this one.
La nostra famiglia è composta anche da altre 2 persone. I nostri figli, Manuela, la più grande, ha 17 anni, Marco, il piccolo, ha 15 anni. 15 anni. Poi c'è anche Fufi, il cane che vive il cane che vive con noi da 9 anni è parte della famiglia.
Ok, Dasha, go on.
Viviamo tutti nella nostra splendida casa con un grande giardino. Mio figlio fa il DJ e suona la batteria. Mia figlia invece adora dipingere è una pittrice. Frequentano entrambi il liceo scientifico e hanno ottimi voti a scuola.
Great. Want to go on, Vanya? Okay, let's move to the next text. Is if you scroll down.
La mia settimana.
Yes. Settimana.
Mi chiamo Sabrina. Ho
21 anni.
21
I
anni.
wish you talk about numbers.
Studio informatica all'Università di Milano. Tutte le mattine mi sveglio alle 7. Mi alzo, faccio la doccia. Mi asciugo i capelli.
Okay, you can go on. Mi asciugo i capelli.
Mi asciugo i capelli e preparo la colazione con caffè, latte, biscotti e marmellata. Poi mi lavo i denti, rifaccio il letto e alle 8 porto il cane al parco per circa 20 minuti.
Yes.
Poi vado all'università in autobus.
Thanks. Simo, you want to go on?
Frequento.
Frequento le lezioni studio in biblioteca con la mia amica Lucia.
Lucia.
Lucia. Di solito pranzo alla mensa dell'università. Nel pomeriggio torno a casa, ieri perché mi piace. Molto camminare.
Sto per camminare.
Camminare e...
Ok. Yeah, finish it.
E guardare le vetrine dei negozi.
Ok. Nel pomeriggio torno a casa a piedi. Try to read with me. Nel pomeriggio torno a casa a piedi.
Nel pomeriggio torno a casa a piedi.
A piedi.
A piedi.
Nel pomeriggio torno a casa a piedi.
Nel pomeriggio torno a casa a piedi.
Okay, yeah, okay, just wondering what to do. Here we go. Irene?
Il mercoledì sera vado a lezione di yoga e quando torno a casa faccio un bagno rilassante prima di andare a dormire.
Ok, il mercoledì. Il mercoledì sera.
Il sabato...
No, wait, stop. Go on.
Il sabato è il mio giorno di deciso e mi sveglio sempre tardi.
Wait. Repeat it. Il sabato è il mio giorno di riposo. Il sabato è il mio giorno di riposo. E mi sveglio sempre tardi. Saturday is my day off and I always wake up late. Regina, you wanna go on? Il sabato è il mio giorno di riposo e mi sveglio sempre tardi.
Faccio le pulizie nella mia camera e gioco con il cane. La sera mi trucco con cura, mi pettino. Mi vesto con i miei abiti preferiti e alla moda ed esco con i miei amici per andare al cinema. A mangiare una pizza o a volte in discoteca.
You want to read it again?
No, it's okay.
Okay, I think this is all. I will send you the homework. I mean, for homework, I think I will send you something with numbers, and you can like read again this text multiple times. Look at the words. I've written down some of the vocabulary. If you have some difficulties, just text me, or I'm always here. I'm always here.
Email me.
Email me. I accept all the emails. And that's all. I will send you.
Grazie dottore.
Prego.
Io non ci sono.
You wanna go smoke?
Smoke?
No, let's eat.
I forgot your six-pack.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
Today I woke up.
I'm going now.
Andrea six-pack.